Hey, I'm Phil Lyle. About 6 years ago, I developed a program called Healing with Heart. And this program came out of my own experience with cancer. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma back in 2006. And at the time I was doing, I thought, everything right. I was, exercising regularly every day, running and lifting weights, and I have a background in biochemistry, so I was eating, and I've researched a lot in the field of nutrition. So I was eating really well. In fact, I was doing everything. I think my habits were, all the habits that we think of that promote a healthy lifestyle. I was living them. And so it was a bit of an insult to end up with this diagnosis of cancer. And I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what it was that I wasn't doing. And that's where this Healing with Heart program came from. And what I realized is that there are some core issues up here or down here in the heart. Some core issues that all of us humans struggle with. Whether we have a diagnosis of cancer, or whether we have kids, or whether we're struggling with finding meaningful work, whether we're struggling with finding a purpose for being here in the world, trying to determine who it is that we are deep inside. And so I came upon this core issue, and that's where the Healing with Heart program takes off from. And the core issue that I have come to at the root of whether you're struggling with cancer or whether you're struggling with health and happiness, meaning in life, the core issue that all of us deal with is an issue of not feeling like I am enough. So I'm not smart enough, or I'm not thin enough, or I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not funny enough. And you can flip it to the other side. You could be too much of something. So I'm too fat, I'm too boring, I'm too stupid, etc., etc., etc. 10 years ago, I would have never believed that I was actually thinking these thoughts, that I'm not enough, or that I'm not worthy of love. And it was only when I started to tap into the thoughts, when I started to actually listen to them, when I started to become what Eckhart Tolle described as the silent witness to my own thoughts. It's only then that I realized a lot of the jargon, a lot of the mental gymnastics that the monkey mind was engaged in 24 hours a day. And after working with hundreds of people now, I realize that it sometimes takes a bit of work to uncover these core limiting beliefs. They just sabotage our lives without ever being challenged, without ever being uncovered. And that's part of the Healing with Heart program as well, is to first uncover these core limiting beliefs, this core issue of not feeling enough in some way. And then the bigger part is to look at solving that issue so that we can achieve success and health and happiness and love. When I am not feeling enough, then the flip of that is that I don't feel worthy of taking the time to make myself a nutritious, healthy meal. I don't feel worthy of taking care of myself, nurturing myself, going down to the gym or going out for a walk. I don't feel worthy of a good job. So I just struggle and suffer through the one that I'm in. I begin to experience a lot of areas in my life where I just go with what has always been done. It's good enough, or I'm just fine the way it is. So I accept the status quo and I don't reach for all of those dreams, all of those aspirations that I had many moons ago. So if you're the kind of person that has been wearing a bunch of masks over the years, masks that you hoped would create a person that is enough. You know, perhaps you've worn the mother mask, the I need to take care of everyone mask, it's my job to heal the world mask, the gotta do more, be more mask. If you're that kind of person, then you're in the right place. The Healing with Heart program is about taking that mask off and allowing some of that authentic self to begin to blossom through. To allow that authentic self a safe place to come out and play, to have fun. It's taken me a while, but I've finally realized that the things aren't providing the happiness for me. You know, I wanted a Ferrari when I was a kid, and I realized that that isn't part of the answer anymore. That happiness for me, and maybe you feel the same way, is about discovering who the heck I am. You know, Aristotle, I think it was, once said, know thyself. And that is a significant motivator in the Healing with Heart program. So far, there are 3 workshops in the Healing with Heart program, and they're all about allowing for expression of the authentic heart. Some people think of the authentic heart or the essential self as the right side of the brain as well, the artistic, creative side of the brain. Whatever your opinion is, these programs are designed to provide a safe place for that expression. There are many ways to heal the heart. There are as many ways as there are people on this earth. In the program that I've developed, the Healing with Heart program, we follow 5 significant steps, at least loosely anyway. And the first step is just to become aware of what it is that you are experiencing, what emotion you are experiencing. And we use the body as the tool for that awareness. So you will begin to experience the emotions in the way that your body feels them. Turning up the volume, as it were, on what you feel in your body, and then connecting those feelings, those sensations, up with what emotion you are experiencing. The second step, number 2, is to connect up that emotional experience with a belief. I call them core limiting beliefs, because we don't have lions and tigers anymore in our days creating fears. We have thoughts that create our fears. The I'm not good enough thoughts and all kinds of other self-defeating thoughts. Psychologists estimate we have some 50,000 of them a day. 50,000. Step number 3 is to look at why and where we took on these thoughts. There's some benefit to us in continuing to hold on to these self-defeating thoughts. I'm not good enough somehow or another. So we look back at what happened, why we took them on, what is the benefit to us in keeping these thoughts alive, because most of them are lies. I'm not smart enough, I'm not thin enough. They're lies. I am the way I am, and fully deserving of love. The 4th step is where the true healing comes in. The 4th step is about finding solutions, doing things differently. You know, Albert Einstein defined insanity as doing the same old thing over and over again, while at the same time expecting a different result. The 4th step is not about a new book, another 5-step program. The 4th step is about getting down into your heart or into your right brain, your creative brain, and experiencing change from that place. It's a difficult step, at least for most people, because it involves the doorway of the emotions. The 4th step is powerful. It's incredible. And it leads beautifully into the fifth step. And the fifth step is finding acceptance, finding forgiveness, bringing acceptance to that little child that took on some of these burdens, these core limiting beliefs, finding forgiveness for the other humans involved, finding forgiveness for that little kid, accepting all and everything that was and is, and stopping the war, putting an end to the resistance of all that is, and coming to a place of peacefulness. So if you're the kind of person that would like to bring a greater expression of joy to your life, if you're the kind of person that's looking for some health and happiness to add to your life, if you're the kind of person that's looking for a deeper peace, then I hope you'll come and join me over at my website. It should be showing up right about down here somewhere. At that website, you'll find all kinds of information and links. You'll find links to a bunch of the workshops that I'm offering across Western Canada. You'll find links to other videos, and I actually run a video blog called My Monday Morning Walk with just some interesting thoughts on life and some of the Healing with Heart experience. You'll find written information about all kinds of topics like hope and trust and humility. And you'll also find, and what I want you to look at is one of two things: subscribing to one of the mail lists for the part of the country that you live in, and or registering for $15 for one of the introductory evenings, a weekday evening session that I offer in various places across Western Canada at this time. Hey, thanks for joining me here this morning, and I hope that I can work with you sometime soon. Have a super fine day.